everybody, one of Ways here. It is 1:38 a.m. Monday, March 23rd, 2015. Technically, it's still Sunday night to me. That said, we are back for some more Minecraft. Now, where I left off is obviously a brand new recording session. Episode 39, which I have not released yet, primarily because there's just been such an inundation of new Skylanders Trap Team stuff and amiibos with Mario Party 10 and the Super Mario series, so I try to not let these videos get buried completely. And last one I released was Lava Me Alone, episode 38. 39 was Branville. I can talk about it here because it's not going to ruin anything for you. Made bread and we made an anvil, hence Branville. After that, though, and I do mention this in the description because I'm still looking for feedback on what people want to see, I proceeded to clear out the Hall of Bedrock. That's not really so much a hall. There's still a hall. It's hard to explain, but the hall is there, and then there's a hole behind the hall. And I only cleared out half of it, half of the 30 by 30 by 30 by 30 thing, and it was about, I don't know, hour and a half to 2 hours of off-camera mining. I don't know how many enchanted pickaxes I went through, regular pickaxes. I think I used a couple of efficiency 1 on breaking 1 combinations, all kinds of stuff. And that's what I'm trying to see. Some people, everyone I've seen feedback from either wants like a time lapse, which is cool, but the issue there is just then I'm recording all this stuff and then have to condense it down, and like the rendering process could be catastrophically long in terms of duration. Basically, like if I'm combining these 2 hours here into like a 30-minute video, I would have to record 2 hours, and that's a massive file size. Just the processing alone on that would be just mind-boggling, really. But it is, I could do it, it would be cool. It's just that's kind of a hold-up for me personally. That said, I don't think I've ever watched the title screen this long, so that's kind of interesting. But I do have some plans here. I haven't played in a while because of Skylanders. PC, Minecraft, yes. Xbox One, no. But so much has been going on, like I said, it's kind of kept me away from this. I'm down to where I just have the one episode now, which will be Branville. And so what I did, though, I cleared that out. I left the ore kind of as like my progress point for you type thing. It's just one giant progress point. And then I also did some other stuff. We're going to cover that, and then I will see if we can't do something else. So let's go ahead and load this bad boy. I think I went to bed last, or I could be in the Bedrock Hall. I don't remember. Okay, it's daytime. And we're about to die of hunger. Not really, you know. Okay, so I'm at level 4. I don't remember what I was at, but I did enchant a lot. mainly because I mined out so much. And it's amazing how long a unbreaking, and I think some of the stuff out there is new for you. I feel bad doing some of this off camera, but at the same time, I would have felt bad mining with you for 2 hours. And you know what sucks about it? I'll tell you when we get down here. Okay, this is brand new. You're like, wait, I don't remember you having doors here. And here's what I did. I came in, I think this was 10 blocks down from the door. You know, not necessarily 10 down, but just from where we enter the mine. And I came in here, and we got wheat right here. This is plenty of light. I've tested it. I've harvested it, I think. Oh, geez, probably 2 or 3 times in the course of all that mining I did. Same thing here with the sugarcane. It also grows just fine. This is nothing like permanent, I don't think. If anything, if I keep it there, it's going to be expanded to a much greater level. But what I was doing there, I just thought, you know, because I kept having to come up and literally like get more stuff. Or like I'd haul cobblestone from time to time, you know. I always like to check this for skeletons and things before I drop down completely. But we'll just run by these others after I make that point. Okay, so the Hall of Bedrock. It's going to need a few upgrades now. This side here is intact. When you last saw it, you know, this has been here for a while. We went 30 down, and then I took you 30 that way, and then 30 across the back, right? So everything is there. It's pretty well intact. You can see it goes up to the ceiling. And then right here, you'll kind of see a few spots, holes in the wall. That was me getting a little overzealous with the mining. What I did, and I think I said I would do this. Well, actually, I don't know if I did. I think I said in the progress points I would. I could have sworn I had cobble around that. I guess I took it away. Anyway. Dun 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 dun. I think you can kind of see what's happening here. This is now the Hall of Bedrock. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that took 2 hours, and the answer is yes. So that right up there, I think I did that on camera. I don't know if I did. That's the lava pool that we had drop down to kind of showcase things. This is kind of just like a little. I think I upgraded this off camera too. I've got the game turned down. I think I heard a cave noise, but basically what I did, I left every freaking ore that I came across. Oh my gosh! That's what I was gonna do! This episode is fantastic. I was literally, my surprise for you, we were going to go to the swamp and get a slime. I've never actually taken one down with a sword. I guess I could... Okay, this is epic. This is so epic. I should have said this at the start, because now you'll just think I'm lying to you. I really need some slime balls, though. Please, 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 please. This is epic. I'm so happy right now. Oh, thank you. Okay, so we wrecked that guy. This is... Okay, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Anyway, what I was going to tell you is I upgraded. I think I made that double in part because there's like a ton of cobblestone in it. I moved some of this stuff around now. If you recall, when we did the 30 by 30, that little narrow hallway right there, we came across, just doing that across this little area, we came across like 2 pockets of diamonds when we spent 5 episodes looking for them. So my thoughts, and I'm sure you were thinking the same, is like, whoa, he's just gonna go diamond crazy here. Guess how many diamonds I found in all of this mining. You can also guess now how much gold I found in all of this mining. If you're smart, you will know the answer already because I've given it away. But the number of diamond blocks we came across was 0. The number of gold blocks we came across was also 0. And I literally, everything that you see here, I left. So you can kind of see like natural coal veins. That would be like a truckload. That's what I would refer to that one as. Plenty of redstone. I was surprised to see that much iron this low. It's usually I have better luck with iron like closer to the surface. But this right here is the original hallway, like down the middle. I just kind of left that there for a placeholder. I don't know, I was cleaning this up going that way. I thought, you know what, I'm going to leave that. So obviously, coming down here, I'm going to, make some smooth stone. We'll put some cobble in the furnace, fill in these holes. And then, whenever you come in, and I left this wall here when I broke that when I realized it was my, water source. So it's going to stay put. But right there, this will kind of keep it in the original form, basically. So that's going to be cool, at least in my opinion. And then, essentially, if someone were to join my world, like my nephew, I guess, or if anyone ever comes in here or something crazy happens, you'll walk down here and you'll be like, oh, what is this? And people will turn, and it's like, well, that's strange. It's just like this long hallway. Guess this guy found a lot of diamonds here. And then you'll come down here and you'll just be like, oh, goodness, it's a giant room of something. The torches I placed down, they honestly have no meat and bounds to them. It was just as I got in a dark area, I would drop one down. I'll probably go through and redo that. I need to also pick a ceiling height. I'm not quite sure. I'm a little bit weird about things, but the dirt there bothers me. I feel like it needs to be smooth stone as well, as is all of that. Essentially, this I do not mind being cobble because that tells me, hey, why did I put cobble there? And I should sit here and think about it, and then I see that drop down and I'm like, oh yes, there's lava above that. So that's how I work. But true story, my plan was not to mine out the rest of this. Even though I haven't played since I last did this, I was sick of mining. As you might have guessed, especially when we didn't get any more diamonds. That was honestly a buzzkill for me. But this was very time-consuming, very tedious work, and it really didn't pay out that well. I'm sure I'll use the redstone eventually. The levels will be nice. That's one perk there. But aside from now in the evening to make more smooth stone. My plan for this episode, here's what I was going to do, honest to gosh, and like I said, I wish I would have said it now. My plan was to go slime hunting. Now, slime spawn naturally. This is like PC based. I assume it applies also to the X-Bone here. But they would spawn this area here, essentially. I think below, what is it? 40? Something like I don't know. Anyway, they will spawn in like a big room like this. It at least needs to be, bigger than a large slime. I think that was the biggest slime that we just killed. They split into smaller slimes, obviously. They can drop slime balls. And that's something that you have to look out for. Obviously, that's something, they're not like a skeleton. They're not going to just start shooting you. They're not like a creeper where I'd be sitting here talking to you about, look at this beautiful L formation of redstone, and then we just get blown up from behind. You kind of hear them, you see them. They're not the most, I think they do get faster when they're in pursuit. Don't hold me to that, I think that's the case. But they're easy to avoid. They're fairly easy to kill. They're kind of like a garden variety enemy, if you will. But what I had planned to do, okay, we were going to go slime hunting. Now, I didn't intend to go slime hunting down here. I had thought of digging them out of room a couple layers up, probably that way because there's a cave this way. I also thought of going into the cave for them, but instead of doing that, what I was going to do tentatively, I was going to come in and I was going to build a boat. I was going to build a fishing rod. I think that's about all I plan to take with me, actually. And we're going to go to the swamp. I've seen one. It's like off in some direction I don't think we've ever been, which is that way. We've always gone and I guess gotten lost on that side of the map. So the swamp is right over there. You can see the trees and the water and the moss and everything. And I was going to go over there because slimes will spawn naturally in the swamp. It's something weird. I think they do it with the light levels less than 8, but they actually, I think, kind of like the light too. They spawn, I believe, on a new moon, or I'm sorry, a full moon, and I don't think they do on a new moon. All this complex stuff no one probably really cares about because I don't ever think I've seen anyone talk about that. At least it was actually doing it, looking for slimes. But you can find them in the swamp, and that's what I thought I was going to do. And then lo and behold, I'm sitting there talking about all this and one showed up. So why did I want a slime? Well, I wanted a slime to make a sticky piston. I was actually going to come up, and when I made the boat and the rod, I was going to make a regular piston and see if it would actually work for what I wanted to do. It would just have to be a step closer. That said, that was just an amazing little, I guess we're about due for that. Like I said, I cleared out that whole thing. We had zero luck with getting any diamonds added to our collection or anything like that. So I'll take it. I will take whatever we can get at this point in time. So I should probably turn the game up. It seemed really loud before I was, I guess, recording and talking to myself. But I didn't. I thought I actually could have made an episode out of building like underground wheat and sugarcane farms, but I decided not to. You can see it's grown quite a bit just in the time we were down there, so clearly and again right there we've already got one too high. Again, you want to make the ceiling a little higher in here so they can go 3 high. I've never seen a 4 high on the Xbox. That's not to say it can't happen. I've seen it on the PC I think twice, so very, very rare. But and I know it's not man-made. It was a seed I had loaded up and explored. But let's check the daytime. It might have. Okay, it's nighttime, so that's cool. All right, now out there you can see some sugarcane. I threw some down. I didn't want a ton in here. You'll see why in a little bit. But I threw some down just for kind of good measure type stuff. We'll lay down here if we can. All right. Oh, and I don't know if I did it on camera. I think I did, but I added the chest and the crafting table here. So there's some of the, Oh, I should get rid of some of that. Anyway, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do now. So I think we're going to make a boat and a fishing pool because I said we would. And this works out perfect for my slime hunting. I know how to craft a boat, but I don't know where they keep the boat. So I would assume transportation, if I had to guess, and that was correct, actually. And I don't have wood planks on me. Go figure. The fishing pole, I'm guessing, is in... Yeah, it's right there. So we'll just cycle over and make ourselves some planks. And now we'll go... I don't have any string on me, do I? Just need 2 pieces of string. Slide and find a village. So let's make ourselves a boat real quick. That's all you need. I generally build them at the bottom. You know, 3 on the bottom, 1 up on the sides. But there's a boat. I don't know. I think you get an accolade for, or an achievement, I think, for riding a minecart a certain distance, or maybe creating one. And then I don't know if there's one for a boat. Obviously, I'm guessing there's not for crafting it. I don't know. Maybe if you like sail a certain length or something. I believe there's some string over here or in the other chest. I haven't needed any in a while. You know what? I think our iron is actually in the other chest as well. So, apparently that was a waste. We're going to go this way now. Alright, so yeah, we got 6 string here. So we're going to go ahead and send that in. And we will take all and X. Alright, so we'll keep 4 in there. I guess that's all I've got for spider string. Seems like I would have had more. I'd really like to make a couple more bows, I guess, but I don't know why I came over here when we have a crafting table out there, too. But I am somewhat tired. Oh, sticks, of course. I need to make sticks. I think I had all that stuff, but I literally, you have no idea how many pickaxes that took. I think I went through several shovels as well, quite a bit of gravel. But we got our sticks now, so we're going to come in and it's time to go fishing. Alright, so what I will do here, oh, those slimes are very important. I think I'll do that in the next episode since we actually got it. Dun, 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 dun. What do we want to do here? I guess this will be kind of like the more all-purpose chest for now. So slime ball is going to go in there. Some more rotten flesh. We will stick that here for now. And let's go ahead and equip our hotbar with some of this stuff. So boat can go there, planks can go here, fishing pole here. I cannot believe that we actually had a slime down there. There was a chance that they would spawn, but I mean, as long as I was down there, and then I came up here a few times and went back down, I mean, I was getting bored of mining. And, you know, I thought, well, surely I'll hit some gold or some diamonds here. But I'll walk you over here. Obviously, like I said, I didn't want to, like, litter this thing with, like, reeds. You'll see why in a second. So I threw some down here. There was actually a couple that were natural. I just kind of added to that. Don't mind if I do, Mr. Zombie. We'll pick that up. Over here is my nephew's Cobblestone Generator. Now, playing around on MineLogix, which is, of course, our PC server, I came in and I had him build the same design. And then what I did is I never have this problem in PC, but whenever we mine this, it was just getting lost. And I don't want to obviously like burn, even though there's water here, you run the risk of bad things happening. So I have found a pretty good way to actually make this kind of automated, not fully, I guess, I don't know, semi-automatic, I guess you could say. So that is to come. Stay tuned for that. But I'll take you back over here. Actually, let's see if we can... I don't remember what... I don't really fish often in this thing. I think we might actually need something that's a bit more, you know, lake-like, not just like this mirage. So we'll deal with that in a second. This, I believe, was also natural sugar cane, if I'm not mistaken. I think most of it was. But when you see what's over here, you will kind of be like, oh, that's why he didn't, you know, go ahead and fill the rest of that up. I've harvested this thing I don't know how many times, and each time I do, I just keep replanting some of it. And I've almost got it to the base. I don't really want to litter the base with it, but we very soon will have ourselves library. So these wolves are a problem. You'll see why in a little bit. I also found this little cave. I didn't explore it without you. Alright, so there's a lot of sugarcane here, folks. And all this stuff over here is natural. I did not put it there, so fear not. I'm actually going to kill this cow. The slimes were important not only for the sticky piston. Oh wow, I didn't even know this was here. So there's some 3 highs too. So like I said, it's feast or famine on this stuff, and we got the feast on the sugarcane, famine on the diamonds. But that is a crud ton of sugarcane. So I'll take you through how I kind of like go about farming it, I guess. I also need to gauge the depth down here. I've got some plans for that later on. So many plans, so little time. So I like to come in. I think I've shown you talked about this and shown you a few times. If possible, don't hit the bottom layer. Just leave it there. It'll save you a little bit of time. And then come along, and I put dirt down. Actually, I don't remember if that was on camera or not. It's another reason why I'm hesitant about doing things off camera. But that way, I'm just kind of always 1 block down, and I can just sort of not even move my cursor. I know the leaves can go. I just kind of thought it was funny to have it look a little bit more natural than this crazy controlled, reed extravaganza we've got going. So basically, I've got it 1 block along there where I can just walk the entire length. Whatever I don't pick up, I just come up here. If it fell this way, and we can grab it. We should have a boatload, literally, of this stuff. So 59. That's all we got. I guess I'll need a water bucket on me. So then what I like to do is come in and we can just throw some more down, and I guess we will go ahead and do that. So since it is by a water source, it will grow just fine, no issues at all. Oh, didn't mean to put that there. Alright. Note you have to literally be by the water. It won't let you plant because you're near or anything. So not like your typical crops. And you can stack it, even though I didn't mean to. That's how you could make a 4 high in this game. See if we get any seeds out of that. Yes, we did actually. Fantastic. So, needless to say, we are going to have plenty of sugar cane. And I know this seems like a lot, but that's probably not placing it. It's one of those deals where if I decorate with bookcases, it's kind of going to be a different little situation there. Alright, so I am used to the cursor from PC, so bear with me here. We actually won't put any on that side. 24 left, what is that? Must be XP from the cow, I guess? I don't know, but I'll take it. Alright, so let's hop up here again. All of this was natural. And now this is not. We're going to make it be natural. So let's go ahead and plant it all. We'll kind of, you reap what you sow, and we're sowing pretty much everything we got. So, alright, we got 8 more. Let's, guess we'll just throw them down too. Where should we put these? I guess just continue this whole hot streak here. I believe this is about as far as I have ever been this direction. At least intentionally. So we should probably check our surroundings. This is on the back side of a cave we've been in, so let's actually just see what's over here. Alright, so we got kind of some sky islands up there. That's kind of cool. I might extend that and make a diving board. A little desert island. It's getting dark, of course. We're probably going to get ambushed on our way in. Oh wow, this is way past 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and end this, I guess. And, well, no, I won't. We'll try to get back. I'm not going to run. I'm going to see what we come across naturally. So, just go ahead and jump in here, see if we swim up and find a skeleton. I was having so much fun I forgot. And I'm also kind of losing my voice, so I need to drink some water. That's what I was stopping to do, and then I was like, oh, we've been recording 25 minutes. So enjoy the sugarcane, my friends, because it is everywhere. And that is awesome. I actually just came over here to fish, and look what we wound up doing. So that's how this game works, though. We've got a lot of cobble. Now, the good news about clearing out that half of the Hall of Bedrock, the cobble condition that we had, where we ran out shockingly so fast, it seemed, we should be okay. We're gonna be just fine. So I'll come in here, we'll go to bed, I'll wake up, we'll have steak for breakfast, and I guess I'll continue on with what I kind of planned to do in this episode, but we found the slime, so it didn't really matter. But dun dun dun, the lights are dim. Okay, this was episode 40. It went beautifully. I know it doesn't seem like we probably did a lot to you, but what we accomplished there, just rolling down there, showing you what I'd done off camera, and then coming in and actually having a slime appear, it was fantastic. I can't tell you how ecstatic I am about that. Now, my nephew can vouch for me. I told him my next episode I was getting a boat, a fishing pole, and I was going to the swamp, and we were going to try to find ourselves some slime. So, in addition to the sticky piston, though, I can build leads. I believe they added those anyway. I guess I'll find out. But with that, I can actually control the animals. It'll easier allow me to herd them. But we'll come back. I'll kind of update you on some other stuff that's gone on, and then we will go off and probably do what I was going to do in this episode and play around and do some cool stuff. So stay tuned again. This is one time that things actually went better than I planned. My hope was that we would go off to the swamp, and then maybe within 2 or 3 episodes I'd either find one or I'd just dig down and we'd find something in a cave there, and one just appeared right in our mine. So fantastic news there. If you like the series, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think, let me know your opinion on the mining, whether you'd like to see 2 hours of me going through cobblestone only to find redstone and iron and coal, or if you'd like to see a time lapse like everyone talks about, or if you just like me to cut it out completely. Again, I do kind of feel bad making the little tin down farm rooms, but I don't think it was that big of a deal. So that said, as always, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you back here for episode 41.